suffering. Strap me to the pyre, let me burn in the fire. Dance in my ashes, and I am lost in darkness.
This is Songs to Burn My Soul By, an audio story by N.L. McCoy, narrated by Richard Brinkman, Jacob Standler, voiced by Jonathan Cobb, Melody Sinclair, voiced by Naomi Liege, Blair Standler, voiced by Sidney Thompson, produced by Samuel Garcia III.
I sing the songs to burn my soul by. Ashes fall, my heart's undone, lost in flames I can't deny. Here where echoes learn to die, I sing these songs to burn my soul by.
Rain poured heavily on the streets of the quiet town of Willow Creek, Vermont. Distant thunder cried out. Jacob Standler walked down the sidewalk with rain dripping down his face. Jacob ducked into a small record store called Melody's Haven. A hazy smoke filled the air. The smell of cigarettes drifted into Jacob's nostrils. He wanted to cough, but choked the smoke down instead. Melody, the shop's owner, looked up from behind the counter and smiled. Melody moved her beaded dreadlocks aside and adjusted her many bracelets.
Good afternoon, sir. Can I help you find anything?
Nothing. Thanks. I'm just getting in out of the rain.
Are you sure? You seem lost. It looks to me like you are searching for something.
No, thank you. I'm fine.
Jacob turned away from Melody and began to flip through the various records on the shelves. Melody stepped out from behind the counter and made her way to a glass case. She removed a small key from around her neck and opened the case. Melody took an old, tattered record with the words, "Songs to Burn My Soul By," stricken across it in bold, red letters. The cover depicted a group of shadowy people dancing around a woman burning. Melody removed the record from its sleeve and placed it on a nearby record player. Jacob, haunted by the song's melancholic notes, stopped flipping through the records and turned towards Melody.
What is this?
Melody smiled once more toward Jacob.
That's the strange thing. No one really knows what this record is, who it's by, or where it came from. When I bought this shop, it was hidden behind a shelf. When I played it, it took away all the fear of owning this place. Maybe it can do the same for you.
I'm not afraid, though.
No?
Melody casually walked towards Jacob, took his hand, and looked into his eyes.
No, not fear. This is something much worse. This is loss.
Yes. Loss.
Jacob quickly removed his hand from the shop owner and turned away. Melody moved swiftly to the record player and removed the thin, round disc. She placed it back into its sleeve and took it to Jacob. She held the record out to him.
Take it. Let it do for you what it did for me.
Through tears, Jacob took the record and rushed out of the shop back into the rain. Jacob sat with his head in his hands as he listened quietly to the mysterious record in his living room. Though he was grieving, he felt at peace for the first time in months. As the song came to an end, Jacob composed himself and brought himself to the kitchen. Jacob began making himself dinner. It was quiet, and his focus was on the chicken that he was now cooking in a small pan.
What the...
Jacob set down the fork he was using to cook with and made his way back into the living room. The record had begun to play again. Jacob was captivated. He didn't understand how it was possible that it had started playing again, yet he was entranced by the music. Jacob, shocked out of his trance by the blaring of a fire alarm, ran back to the kitchen to find the chicken he had been cooking was now in flames. He grabbed a rag and wrapped it around the stainless steel handle and plunged the pan into a sink full of water. Smoke filled the room, and the fire alarm was still blaring.
How did this happen? I was only gone for a minute.
Jacob looked down at his watch. It had been 30 minutes since he first left the chicken in the pan.
How is this possible? Where did the time go?
Jacob pondered what had just happened to him as he opened the windows in the kitchen, placed fans around the room, and did the dishes. The event was so upsetting to him that once the smoke had been cleared, he went straight to bed, and, as if he had just had a long, strenuous day of hard labor, Jacob fell promptly to sleep. Jacob was awoken by the sound of the record player in the next room. Annoyed and still tired, Jacob rolled out of bed and opened the door. The music that he had found comfort in just this afternoon now gave him a splitting headache.
Just shut up! Shut up!
Jacob stepped out of his bedroom and down the hall to the living room. It was dark, and Jacob's eyes were not well adjusted. He could make out the dark figures of his furniture, but not much else. He put his hands out in front of him as he walked. He reached out tenderly to try and find the record player. When he found it, he shut it off. Now he was surrounded by darkness and silence.
Daddy!
A quiet voice called out from the darkness. Jacob whipped around the room, looking for the voice that called out to him. He saw nothing.
Blair? Blair? Is that you? Daddy's here. Where are you, Blair?
Why did you let me die, Daddy? Why did you let me burn?
Oh, baby, I didn't mean to. It was an accident. I miss you. Where are you? Let me see you.
Jacob squinted his eyes to get a better look at the room, but it was useless. The record player started to blare out the foreboding song.
You miss me? You killed me!
The couch burst into flames in front of Jacob. On it sat his daughter. Consumed by the flames, she was not more than charred, bloodied flesh. Jacob fell to his knees at the sight of his daughter.
No, baby girl. I never meant for you to get hurt. It was just an accident, I swear.
Just an accident. You were driving drunk. I called you to come get me and you were drunk. I needed you and you killed me.
I'm so sorry. I know it's my fault. I know I killed you. Please forgive me.
I can't forgive you. Only the flames can do that. Come sit with me. The flames will decide your fate.
Jacob crawled his way towards his daughter. He lifted himself to the couch and sat beside her. He wrapped her in his arms as the fire bubbled his skin and scorched his hair.
In the shadows of twilight,